Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today I just want to talk about why this market is in a bull market and we really do not want to be left behind, and we need to be accumulating some long-term positions. I'm going to go, this is a little bit longer video, but I think it's well worth the watch, and if you can hang about to the end, you will probably be grateful. Now, I'm going to start here by just showing you the structure of a chart, and it's the structure of the bear market in 2014 in Bitcoin. Now, obviously we had the big drop, the 200 red moving average, it was never broken, and it continued along, and then obviously started trending up when the growth accelerated. You can see here the white is the 100 moving average, 100 weekly moving average. Now, the thing is, when a market is above the red 200 moving average, it's considered a bull market. And even though we had a 90% drop, you can still consider that being in a bull market. Now, remember that, because that's important. Now, when we got above the white 100 moving average, 100 weekly moving average, there was one pullback into the moving averages, and then it was after the races, and then the exponential growth really started, it accelerated. And once we got above these moving averages, that it was game over, right? It was game over. Now I just want to take you to today. I just got a couple of charts to go through, and then I'm going to go into altcoins. I just want you to see and understand this. Sorry, I've got that many charts open. It's running a bit slow here, but just bear with me. Now here you see we've broke out, exploded through all moving averages. We've claimed the moving averages. We've based. Once you get above the yellow and the green, that's the 9 and the 20 weekly moving average. That's essentially the start of the bull market, because we based and then we broke above them. And then, then we continued higher, and we also broke above the 200 on the BLX here. So that was really the start of the bull market. We got back above the red 200 moving average, and then we continued higher. But you notice in the last time, once you get above all moving averages, there's not much turning back. You might get a dip here into these moving averages if you're lucky, and and then that market will continue. If you get a dip in here, you need to be buying Bitcoin. I really strongly think that. And, none of this is financial advice in this video, but I'm just telling you what I'm going to do and my thoughts on the market from all my experience in watching charts and stuff. So if this drops in here, you need to be buying Bitcoin, because you've seen before, once you get above all moving averages, sometimes there's no turning back at all. So if we're determining here that Bitcoin is in a bull market, we need to be looking at what altcoins to buy for long-term holds, and I'm going to look at them in this video. So a couple of other charts just showing you structure, because I want you to understand the structure first before I get into these altcoins, just to show you why they look such a good buy right now. This is the Nasdaq in the 2000 tech bubble when it bust, and I like to compare it because it's an 83% drop, and it's similar to Bitcoin and altcoins. There's not many markets drop like this, so this is pretty similar. Now, notice when we got above all the yellow and the 9 moving average, weekly 9 and 20 EMA, then we continue to climb the moving averages. But once we got above the blue 50, that's when the growth accelerated, and the bear market was over, really. Once you get above the 50, that was after the races. Look at this. Look at Bitcoin here. Once you get above the 50 weekly moving average, it's after the races. Now understand that, and remember that when I go through these altcoins, because it's very important. Now, the growth accelerated, and that was the bottom of the tech bubble. You know, I don't need to show you where this went to. It's up over 20,000 now. You know, this was down at 1,000. Now it's up at 20,000. This is the financial crisis, so there was that dip. You know, who knows? Will we get something like that in Bitcoin in the markets? Most likely at some point. But what I'm trying to show you is we are here in a lot of these altcoins, just getting above the yellow and the green and just touching the blue 50. This is where we're at in the altcoins, and I want to show you what I'm looking at. This is the last one on structure. I just want you to notice when price started getting above. I probably should have started with Litecoin here, because once Litecoin's a leader, Litecoin is leading the market. Um, don't don't look at this trend line. I don't know what that trend line's there. Oh no, sorry, that's not a trend line. That's the 100 weekly moving average. Sorry. Um, you know, once we got above the green and the yellow moving average, it continues to move an average. It holds it. Once we got above the 50, the blue moving average, the growth accelerated. Look at this, it just accelerated. And this Litecoin is only starting. Litecoin is, you know, it's probably only getting warmed up. And this is very strong here. And these moves are going to get more explosive. We're going to get $50 moves in a day in not too distant future. You know, and right now that's a 50% move in a day, but you know, in 6 months time or whatever, the growth is going to be exponential. You know, maybe not in percentage wise, but like in dollar terms. But if you're on early, the gains are going to be so much bigger, and we're not on early. But we're not on early on these, but some of these altcoins are early, and I want to show you. So you can see here, once Ether, this is Ether here, ETH. Once this bases here and gets above this 50, you know, it's probably going to be off to the races. Now, this is more of a follow up from my video yesterday showing about the market cap. Total market cap looks to be ready to explode higher, in my opinion, and all these coins are going to start moving pretty hard, and that is what I think. So now with that structure, if you understand that structure here now, that when you start getting above these 50 weekly moving averages and stuff, it's after the races. It's the bear market is over. I'm just going to start with BCH here, and I'm not saying to buy BCH or anything. I'm not saying to buy any of these, but I want to show you and make you understand. These are all USD pairs. They're all USD pairs. There's no BTC pairs in this, because I don't believe they're in a bull market yet. The USD pairs are in a bull market, in my opinion. Now this is Bitcoin Cash. It's up 400% already. Now we're missing out on a lot of that, you know, and you can see here, this is going to base here. Once this gets above the 50, you know, it's probably going to be off to the races. The trend continuation on a weekly is probably going to hold these moving averages, and it's just going to keep going, and it'll be at $1,000 before we know it. You know, so this one is ahead of the game. This is a leader as well. Now XRP, again, you can see it's above the 200 down here. I should try and zoom in a little bit. Don't want this video to be too long, but you can see here it's building good structure, and it's trying to get above all these moving averages. It may need to base for a while, you know, and then before getting higher, but it's starting to look really good, and starting to trying to get above all the moving averages. If it starts getting above these moving averages, you know, the growth could be very fast. Now here we go. A lot of these coins now are just at the starting phase of a bull market, in my opinion. And you know, I think, well, me personally, I'm going to stick some money into maybe 10 of these different coins. You know, even if it's $1,000 each or $5,000 each. I don't know what everybody's money limits are or whatever, but even if it's $500 each, it doesn't really matter. But it looks like these are just breaking out, and we're starting a bull market. If you understand that structure that I just went through, these are just breaking out here, and they're probably going to continue higher. This, I'm talking here for long-term holds. You know, if there is a dip, you can probably accumulate more, but if you understand the structure, it looks like we're just breaking out. And you can see here that we're up almost to the 50 on the RSI, which is a good sign of strength. Now we need to break out above that 50, but that probably will happen in the near term future on IOTA here. This is IOTA. EOS, again, that structure. Once you start breaking above the green and the yellow, you know, the 9 and the, sorry, I'm getting confused here talking away. The 9 and the 20 EMA, you know, it's after the races, and this is basing, this looks really strong. EOS looks to be going higher also. Now, ADA, look at ADA, it's just getting above. It's just getting above, and so it's implying that this bull market is only starting on the USD pair of ADA as well. So this is an accumulation phase. This is going to break out. Look at this. We're already above the 50, and we're breaking out just above the 50 as we speak last week, and this is going to start drifting higher right here, even up to this is almost a 40 to 50% gain up to the 20. Yeah, it's a 50% gain to the 200, and these moving averages will trend higher and push ADA up here. So ADA looks great. TRX looks great. Look at this. I mean, it's based here for a year. Price could not break down in the bear market. We had that dip here, but we've based here for a year, and now we're just about to break out above the 50 weekly moving average. This is going to run very hard in my opinion as well. 88, and look at this, it's about to explode here above the 50. This is basing under the 50, about to explode higher. This, you know, what is this at 25 cents? I mean, this will go up 100% in no time, I think, and more. Like, I mean, 100% is only the start of it. It's, you know, I believe it's in a bull market. These USD pairs, if Bitcoin is in a bull market, Ether looks in a bull market, Litecoin looks in a bull market, they're leaders. Now these USD pairs are all lagging, and you know, what is this? This is Neo. Okay, so Neo was at $200 in the peak. Neo is now at $10. God, my computer's so slow here. I'm trying to go through this as quickly as possible. There's a few more coins here, but I want you to understand that all these USD pairs are starting to get above the weekly 9 and 20 EMA, and you know, they're going to continue to move higher. These EMAs are going to push price higher, and then we're going to come into the apex, and then we're going to explode above the 50, and then we're going to work our way higher. This Neo, you know, it looks good. If, just for example, if you put I don't know, but if you put $1,000 into the mall now, for example, you know, they can 10x. I mean, who knows where this bull market can go? If, for example, and they were wrong, you know, you can always buy more. I mean, they should be in good territory to buy. I mean, you have to always consider that somehow the bull market is not over. If Tether blows up or something, I don't know. But the structure is telling us that this is the time to accumulate USD pairs, because they are now in a bull market, and that's all we can do is read the chart. XLM, you know, XLM is doing the same. It's trying to get above. If this can base a little bit and get above the 50 blue moving average, you know, this again will go higher. It's a funny structure here, but you know, if you look back at Bitcoin, look at the 100 here, the 100 suppressant price. No problem at all. In the bull market, once you get through the 50, it'll explode through that. So you base here, once you start getting through the 50, it'll just explode through that. No problem. In a bull market, it does not matter. Okay, well this is FET. Now, I said that I think these can 3 to 5x. I still stand by that. This is the tether pair. Don't get me wrong, this was a bit of a pump and dump. And, if that is the Binance Launchpad stuff, and it is a bit of a pump and dump on the back of Matic. But if these USD pairs are in a bull market, this, if we get the right signal here, I still believe that this could be a very good buying opportunity. Maybe it's just not yet. It dumped way harder than I expected as well. But if the USD pairs are in a bull market, it'll start to turn around. Atom is a new one as well. Now there's no data on Atom, but I don't know what to think about Atom. But there's no data. But if they're in a bull market, maybe this will be the all-time lows. I do not know. There's no data on this, and I don't know anything about the company, so I just thought I'd throw them in there just to show. But also, why I threw them in there to remind me, the the bottom of the bear market in all these coins. If you go and look at the USD Tether price, USD Tether on Binance, they were all added. Well, this is Tether on Binance here, actually, ONT. But most of these coins were all added at the bottom of the bear market. If you go and look, it's almost like Binance are pumping these coins, because like ZIL and Zcash and loads of them, they were all added right down here at the bottom of the bear market. So I don't think that's a coincidence that Binance added all these pairs at the bottom of the market. Anyway, ONT, look at this. Look at the structure here. Look at this. ONT has broke above the structure. It retested this support. This now has become support, and now we are above the 9 and the 20 EMA, and we're about to push higher. And you can see the 50 has just formed here. So I should have got a better chart. This Taylor chart is not old enough really to give proper moving averages, but you can see it just formed here, and this is going to start pushing up. ONT is also in a bull market, in my opinion, in very early days. Now ICX is also in a bull market. Let me just see ICX. Sorry guys, I should have done this. This might be a better one. Yeah, this is better. Just delete all that stuff. So you can see the accumulation on the volume on all these charts. Like ICX came from $12, I think $13. So a lot of people are fans of ICX. Now here's one thing. A lot of times markets love to retest this structure up here for a start. You can see the accumulation in the volume. Jeez, the computer's slow. Sorry guys. Okay, so you can see ICX has not even broke above all moving averages yet, but it's just about to. It's trying to. It's trying to base here underneath the 50, and it's going to try and break through. If next month's total market cap explodes higher, this is going to explode higher again, and we're probably going to trend higher until we get up to the 50 moving average. Now this is not even 100% off its lows. Sorry, 18. We're exactly 100% off its lows. There's not many coins that are 100%. Everything is a lot more than that. ICX at the moment looks like a steal for a long-term buy, and I don't know if what well, I don't know. I'm just thinking of putting at least a couple of grand at least. Say if you have 20,000 to spare for a long-term investment, for example, and you want to trade with the rest of your money. You could put 2,000, for example, in a lot of these coins. If you've got more money, put 5,000 in. If you've got less, put 500 in. As long-term investments. Well, that's what I'm going to do. It's not financial advice, but it just seems to be a really good spot to be buying up these coins for the bull market. Again, here is QTUM, and this went to $20 from memory. we're just breaking above these moving averages. And if you remember the structure, once we get above these moving averages, it can be off to the races. These can hold price and trend higher. The video is 20 minutes. Actually, this went to $25. Yeah, this went to $25, and we're only at $3 now. So, yeah, they're only starting. Look at the volume here on ZRX. Sorry, ZIL, Sequila. So, Sequila, again, USD pair. They're all USD pairs. Sequila is not even broke above. And I think there was something about Facebook maybe on this coin. I forget now. But it's not even broke above yet. But it's trying to break above. This volume precedes price. This volume was at the actual top of the market. But this could be the volume at the bottom of the market. This could be like capitulation volume at the bottom of the market, signaling, the trend is up from here on. And there's big buyers here. And this is just getting above all moving out, well, not all moving averages, but the 9 and 20 for that structure to start. Now, look at this. I just want to show you. Sequila is 35% from the all-time lows. This, it looks like a steal. There's not many of these that are on the lows with this much. What am I trying to say? This much risk. I don't know if you want to use a stop loss or not, or just start accumulating. But these are accumulating. I'm talking about these without stop losses. That is risky, but the structure is telling us that the possibility that these are all starting a bull market. Now look at ENJ. Look at this bull flag on the ENJ. It's absolutely beautiful. A bull flag like this really could explode to bloody all-time highs. That is possible. This bull flag on the USD pair, it's pretty powerful. On the Binance, the BTC pair, it drifted right off and lost all its value again. These are holding its value. This is very strong. We have now come into the moving averages, and this looks to be trending higher and going to start to explode higher. So again, ENJ looks in a bull market. So there's only a few left. I'm just going to speed through these. IOST looks beautiful. Look at this breakout, touch on the moving average. We're coming into the apex. Moving average is holding. This is going to start trending higher. Look at this accumulation volume here. Somebody accumulated really big down here. They knew that the bear market was over down here as we were breaking above the structure of these moving averages. Somebody got on early, and then you can see what happened. The price exploded. The FOMO started. Now we're almost getting the same opportunity as this volume happened. And a lot of times, see these candles here. I just want to put it. These two candles where the volume was. There's a lot of volume in this. So the likelihood is price will not be able to break through this level. You don't need a volume profile. You can look at volume profile from the chart. People use the VPVR. I mean, you can gauge it by eye, and I could put it on right now and show you, but there's no point. You know what? Let me just do it. VPVR. Is it actually loading there? Look at that. What did I tell you? Right here. I gauged that from eye. Look at this. It's right here. I just the VPVR. You don't need volume profile. Once you've experienced, you just understand where the volume is on a chart. Exactly right there where I called it, and I didn't look at that at all. So this should act as support, and price should move higher. IOST looks beautiful here. Again, what is this? ZRX. ZRX is almost at all-time lows. Even this week we had a huge dip right down as a stop hunt down to the all-time lows this week, and now we're starting to trend higher. ZRX is also looking really good and potential to be in a bull market. It looks a good accumulation point for the long term. Theta, again, Theta is breaking out here, and it looks good. It's broke above all these moving averages. I'm trying to speed it up here. There's a couple of good ones here now, guys. Actually, Nano looks really good. I mean, Nano went to $20 from memory, and it's just breaking above all these structures. And Nano was only at $1.66. So even if this goes to $16 again, I mean that is a 10x, of course, and beyond. Um, it looks good here. It's above all moving averages. It's holding them. It's going to trend higher, and Nano looks like in a bull market. And just let me show you one thing. I posted yesterday about Nano having a double bottom. What do you call that? Adam and Eve. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to rush through this. Look at this Adam and Eve. Look at this. This is beautiful. And Adam and Eve bottom here, and this is going to trend higher, and it's going to explode out up over the top of this. And the BTC pair has formed the same structure. So it looks really good. Now, ZEC Zcash looks fantastic as well. Big volume, trending down, accumulation, and now we're above all moving or above the 9 to 20 moving average, and it's going to continue higher and push this up. It looks really good for accumulation. ZEC. OMG again looks beautiful. The RSI 50 is it's pushing the RSI 50. Look at the green volume. This accumulation. 26 minutes, guys. It's a very important video. This video. Well, I'm hoping it can make us a lot of money. So, look at this volume. We were pushed above, and now just last week we pushed above and we retested, and OMG looks good to go here, and it looks good to just trend higher on these moving averages. Look at this accumulation. People accumulated this. Volume precedes price. Now this is accumulation. This lull. There's no big sell volume here, so there's no danger. You can see. Well, this is big sell volume here, but it's been bought right back up. This is going to trend higher, in my opinion. ONT. It's a good favorite of everybody's as well, I think. But you can see here ONT. At the top it was up $13. It is now at $1.30. It's just broke above this week as well. We retested the moving averages, and it looks like it's going to trend higher. We're about to break the 50. We're actually above the 50. So we're just breaking above the 50 here again. So when you consolidate here and start to break above the 50, this is usually a very good time to buy when it starts moving higher. So that's it, guys. That's all the charts. I know this video is almost half an hour long, but honestly, it's very important in my opinion. I really think that these USD pairs are, moving into a bull market. Sorry, I'm just trying to show you something here. Just what I talked about on ONT. When you touch the 50, look at this. When you touch the 50 and just consolidate underneath it, once you break out above it, it's off to the races. And let me just show you here again. Look what ONT is doing right now. It's hit the 50, it's consolidating, and any movement up in price will move this higher, move the RSI higher, and this will be in bullish territory, and these are going to start to move higher. So that's it, guys. I hope this can be a life-changing video. I hope this can be the bottom of the bear market, and turn into a bull market. And this, in theory, should be a very good accumulation point on USD pairs for long-term holds, and hopefully for life-changing gains. I'm going hoarse after all the talking. But anyway, guys, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to join us on our Discord group, we have lots of very smart, intelligent traders and investors in there. Please hit us up on the link below for a 3-day free trial, and we can get you sorted with that. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.